2000 से लेके आज तक रिलायंस ने केवल मनमानी और दादागिरी करने के सिवा कुछ नहीं किया। भारत सरकार इनके सामने बिल्कुल बेबस नजर आती है। हम प्रधानमंत्री जी से पूछना चाहते हैं कि जब एनटीपीसी को रिलायंस ने $2.25 के ऊपर गैस देने का प्रॉमिस किया था और जब रिलायंस वाले अपनी बात से 2 साल बाद मुकर गए, तब प्रधानमंत्री ने अटॉर्नी जनरल की ओपिनियन क्यों नहीं ली थी?
It's absolutely clear that all this is being done because these crony capitalists are greasing the palms of those who are taking such decisions. And it is obvious from the fact that those ministers who resist this, like Mr. Jaipal Reddy, like Mr. Mani Shankar Iyer, are unceremoniously shifted out of those portfolios which are of interest to these people.
Hello and welcome to We Mean Business. Arvind Kejriwal continues to make waves. In fact, this time around, those ripples have stretched well beyond political circles, hitting the center and the heart of corporate India. In his latest set of allegations, and that's what they are, allegations, Arvind Kejriwal is claiming undue influence from Reliance Industries and Mukesh Ambani on the government. He's also raising specific issues around the KG D6 basin, production issues there, and the pricing concerns. But let me first bring you some of the key points that have been made by Arvind Kejriwal today. He says, and these are allegations once again, that RIL is blackmailing the government by reducing gas production from its KG D6 block. He says that Jaipal Reddy was removed from the oil ministry at RIL's behest because he refused to play ball with RIL and its goals. He goes on to talk about the fact that if RIL's proposal to increase the gas price from KG D6 is actually approved, there will be a 45,000 crore windfall gain for RIL. On the other hand, the country stands to lose as power tariffs will be raised sharply if gas prices are indeed raised. He then goes beyond and makes more far sweeping statements, says that the Congress is in Mukesh Ambani's pocket. It seems that the country is being run by Mukesh Ambani, not the Prime Minister, and that crony capitalism is running the country. Those are some of the allegations made by Arvind Kejriwal. But first, hear out some of his own words as he brought this issue to the fore, an issue that has been on the background for a while, for many years now, but Arvind Kejriwal seeming to take it on head on.
2000 से लेके आज तक रिलायंस ने केवल मनमानी और दादागिरी करने के सिवा कुछ नहीं किया। 2004 में रिलायंस ने कहा कि हम लोग $2.25 प्रति यूनिट के हिसाब से 17 साल के लिए गैस देंगे। पिछले 2000 से लेके आज तक का इतिहास ये दिखाता है कि इन्होंने दादागिरी करने के सिवा कुछ नहीं किया और भारत सरकार इनके सामने बिल्कुल बेबस नजर आती है। तो 2004 में इन्होंने कहा कि हम 17 साल तक $2.25 प्रति यूनिट के हिसाब से एनटीपीसी को गैस सप्लाई करेंगे, लेकिन इनकी मंशा ही खराब थी। 17 साल तो होना दूर था, 2 साल के अंदर ही 2007 में इन्होंने कहा नहीं हम नहीं देते $2.25 में, हमें तो $4.25 चाहिए। अब एक जिम्मेदार सरकार की क्या जिम्मेदारी थी? एक जिम्मेदार सरकार को उनको कोर्ट में घसीटना चाहिए था या उनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैंसिल कर देना चाहिए था।
You know, it's important to try and ascertain what the facts on some of these issues are. These are complex issues. These have been dating back many, many years. So before we get to our panelists, I want to bring our team of reporters in. They've been covering this issue for a while. Rajkumar Sahu covers the oil sector. Vijay Iyer has been tracking Reliance Industries and also some of the cases that they're fighting, including the one against NTPC. Raj, to you first. We're sticking to facts here. Let's try and, for our viewers, put out the background on the gas pricing issue and where the government stands on it, and also on the production side, where things stand.
Well, without going into the merit of it, as in who is right, who is wrong, just let's see what has actually happened. Arvind Kejriwal and India Against Corruption has actually alleged that the Prime Minister has favored Mukesh Ambani and Reliance Industries to earn undue benefits from KG-D6 by making the contract or the production sharing contract on their benefit. But at the same time, it is noteworthy that this contract we are talking about is a mother contract which is signed by all the oil and gas companies whoever wins a block under a new exploration and licensing policy. And this was not framed by Manmohan Singh and his government, that is UPA government. It was actually framed by the NDA government, and it was the block itself was allocated by the BJP government under the NDA regime. That is one. Second is, of course, when we talk about the pricing, it was decided by the empowered group of ministers, and it was vetted and actually approved rather by the Supreme Court. It said the executive has the power of doing so, and the pricing we are talking about, and it was done by a democratic method of discovering the price, and EGOM rather actually went with what Reliance Industries proposed. Third is, of course, when Arvind Kejriwal actually says that India imports gas from Oman at $1. So that is factually incorrect, because there is no import whatsoever from Oman, and there is an import from Qatar, which is the single largest supplier to India of about 30 MMSCMD of gas, and that to cost around $14 per unit. And fourth is, of course, when we talk about the other aspect of benefiting or revising the capex in KG-D6, that was also done because the inflation actually went up, the cost actually went up, and all those considerations. So there are a lot of factual inaccuracies in the allegations made by Arvind Kejriwal, but at the same time he has got his own research and study done. So let's see what happens. But yes, it has again tried to rather dented the image of the government and also Reliance Industries.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for Retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.